It's niggas who wanna be me, and I'm just trying to be a leader. I never turn on my people, not for the equal illegal, nah, for real. Sometimes I move like I lead, sometimes I feel like I'm freezing. I'm in Atlanta with pieces, you know we swiping them visas, you know the deal. It's niggas who wanna be me, and I'm just trying to be a leader. I never turn on my people, not for the equal illegal, nah, for real.
Yeah. Nah, for real, I used to be swiping the visas. 23 till I bust out the meters. Second lieutenant, bitch, I'm not a leader. All about frankness, I'm not a reader. Heart so cold, yeah, that bitch be freezing. Shaking that like a seizure, turning the season. No, nigga, I never turned into a hoe, nigga. I up the pole like some fireworks and let it blow, nigga. I'm a mad chemist, cooking the melodies. Yeah, I shoot for the stars, destiny. Recipes heavily, Beverly, mentally carefully. Cooking the recipes, one on my way, but them niggas ain't catch me. Swiping them cards till I hit the 7 C's. Till I hit the 7 C's.
Sometimes I feel like I'm freezing. I'm in Atlanta with pieces, you know we swiping them visas, you know the deal. It's niggas who wanna be me, and I'm just trying to be a leader. I never turn on my people, not for the equal illegal, nah, for real. Sometimes I move like I lead, sometimes I feel like I'm freezing. I'm in Atlanta with pieces, you know we swiping them visas, you know the deal. It's niggas who wanna be me, and I'm just trying to be a leader. I never turn on my people, not for the equal illegal, nah, for real.
No, look, nah, for real, shit get real for these $100 bills. Man, shawty busting out the veil, I'm feeling evade. Pushing just trying to evade, like fuck it, I'm feeling betrayed. Busting out a cat, approach me to come back. I'm failing out to the black. Gotta keep it moving, squad working, no roofing. Gotta keep the home improving, I'm on a loan. Like I gotta run it back, run it up. Like I make a movie for a sack, like I'm Jack Black. Facts, attract, rap, get it from the back. But I'm not trying to buy a Max, shit only snag.
Sometimes I move like I lead, bitch. Sometimes I feel like I'm freezing. I'm in Atlanta with pieces, you know we swiping them visas, you know the deal. It's niggas who wanna be me, and I'm just trying to be a leader. I never turn on my people, not for the equal illegal, nah, for real. Sometimes I move like I lead, sometimes I feel like I'm freezing. I'm in Atlanta with pieces, you know we swiping them visas, you know the deal. It's niggas who wanna be me, and I'm just trying to be a leader. I never turn on my people, not for the equal illegal, nah, for real.
Welcome to Framework Fortune. I am back, and it seems right on time as we have the CPI coming out. Woo boy. We're going to be going over this CPI. We'll also look for a couple of trades. We are on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. And we're going to get shaken here. Just give me a few more seconds here. All right. So, the CPI. First, let's take a look at the NASDAQ. All right, that looks so horrible. You see the 15-minute there? Just a nasty dip. You know, if you've been following me, it's been a while since I've streamed and talked about the stock market, but again, this is no surprise. I've been calling for that 10K mark. With the CPI going up, we will see if the Feds reverse course. As I've been saying, these 0.75% rate hikes when inflation was already at 10% is insane. It's not going to do anything, and that is clearly showing on the CPI. Yeah, right here. So the US CPI rose 0.4% in September. Gross. Their 0.75% raise of interest rate hike did not do anything. It rose, the CPI, the inflation rose another 0.4% anyway. So let's see. Oh, and this is the biggest thing. U.S. inflation excluding energy and food. Excluding energy and food. So there's not food. Food is so expensive. We know this. How they do not put food and energy to the two main things in the CPI. This is what I'm talking about when they change the CPI and they to try to hide inflation. So this does not even include energy and food. Insane. Okay, so without those, it accelerated to a 4 new decade high as prices continue to surge, a sign that persistent cost increases are becoming entrenched in the economy. No, the Labor Department on Thursday said that the so-called core measure of consumer price index, which is, let's see here, I lost my place where I was reading at. Okay, right here, let's see. Oh, okay, I accidentally hit a button. There we go. Labor Department on Thursday said the so-called core measure of the consumer price index, the so-called core measure, I don't know who's writing this article, but they know what's up, which excludes volatile energy and food prices, gained 6.6% in September from a year earlier, up from 6.3% in August. This marked the biggest increase since 1982. Woo. It is getting worse. It is getting worse. And their plan to raise, give me just a second, their plan to raise everything, these interest rates are only up one more point to 5%. That's what they said. That was the last meeting. Hey Lori, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining me. Sorry I didn't have the chat up. I'm still kind of letting everybody know I'm back around here. So, oh gosh, here we go. Okay, on a monthly basis, on a monthly basis, the CPI rose 0.6% in September, same as in August, and up 0.3% in July. So like nothing the feds are doing is working to stop inflation. It's just continuing to go up, right? And then it says the overall CPI increased 8.2% in September from the same month a year ago, down from 8.3% in August. That was also lower than annual increases of 8.5% in July and 9.1% in June, which was the highest rate. So, and then it says the CPI measures what consumers pay for goods and services. That's not all it measures. A retreat of overall inflation. It's not a retreat. You know, going from 9.1% down to 8.5%. That's not a retreat. Inflation is still out of hand. The retreat of overall inflation from the June high came as gasoline prices cooled. Yeah, so that's not, gasoline prices did not, that's not even how inflation works. My brain, already with the nonsense. All good, you missed my streams, I appreciate that, Lori. I'm trying to get back into it. The beginning, if you saw the video, that is sponsored video from DLA DAO, the crypto project that I've been busy as hell with the last 3 months. We're seeing some nice success over there with that project, so it's had all my time, but I'm trying to get back over here to Framework Fortune, catch up with all the comments and everything going on, because it has been a while. I know it has been a while. So, for those who don't know, for me, the reason why gasoline prices cooling does not affect the retreat of overall inflation. That's not inflation, right? They're trying to say inflation is all these other aspects that go into economies, but inflation is simply devaluing the currency, adding more currency to the currency supply, which we've had tons of that since 2000, and that is a problem. But this is, again, like, the retreat of inflation came as gasoline. Well, I guess they're not really saying. They're kind of saying it. Prices for housing, medical care, food, and other items have continued to increase, threatening to keep inflation higher for longer. Housing costs rose by the most since Housing costs rose by the most since the early 1980s. Here we go with the strong labor market bullshit again. There's not a strong labor market. This is a straight lie. Continues to push up rental rates. Well, how the hell is a strong labor market going to push up the rental rates of apartments? What are they talking about? Oh yeah, this ain't monetized on YouTube. Fuck it, I'm cussing and everything. We're uncut on Twitch. I don't give a shit. Hey, what's up, Sicilian? Yeah, I moved. What's going on with the hair? Man, I don't know, man. You know, it's just, I'm with the whole DLA Dow project, being busy with that and the whole economy crashing, I'm just ripping my hair out left and right, man. It's, so, you know, whatever I got going on, feel free to roast it. Get on it. Go ahead and smoke me. Tell me about how bad it looks. I'm ready. Okay. Prices for used cars and apparel cooled in September. Yeah, okay. Great. Inflation has built up a lot of momentum. Yeah, no kidding. That's the chief economist of Commercia Bank. That's going to keep inflation higher than the Federal Reserve wants for at least a couple more months, if not a couple more quarters. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. At least a couple more quarters. The Social Security Administration separately announced Thursday that Social Security benefits increased by 8.7%. Would increase in 2023. What? The boost calculated. Okay. This is something you got to think about right here. They threw this out all nonchalant in the middle of this, but if the Social Security Administration is going to raise benefits by 8.7% in 2023, where is that money coming from? The money that goes into Social Security does not just come out of nowhere. That comes out of our taxes. So that means they're going to increase our taxes to pay for more in Social Security. If you've got a W-2 before, you've seen Social Security on there. So while we have high inflation, while we have an economic meltdown, the Social Security Administration, the government, is going to try to increase taxes. Hey, there we go. Makes sense. LL News Spot. Oh, yeah. I went with everything going on, as long as I've been, calling for all this stuff to happen with the economy in the U.S. and everything else. I've been preparing, and I finally made a move, and I just got a nice RV, pretty big, and that is what I live in now. See what happens, kids, when you do drugs? You end up living by a van, or in a van down by the river. No, I'm just kidding. No, seriously, I went full digital nomad, because on a serious note, if the U.S. keeps going downhill like this, the worse the economy gets, the tighter people's pockets gets, the more desperation is going to kick in. We're not going to see political riots. We're going to start seeing riots for people just wanting food. Homelessness is going up like crazy. There's a cash shortage because of all the extra digital money that they've printed out. Like, I am prepared to take a trip to South America and get the hell out of here, and my office can move with me. So I'm just turning to a digital nomad, and if you've not heard about being a digital nomad, I mean, it's just basically you just make everything mobile. Everything mobile. So that's what I've been doing besides the whole DLA DAO crypto project in the PDE space. But yeah, so I mean, you're seeing a little bit of my RV. And hey, what's up, Bill, man? Long time, I know, my friend. Got Lauren back in here, Stock Muncher. Yeah, yeah, you got the RV hookups in Arizona. That's the thing, you know. I got the RV, so I can come visit all y'all. I can come stop and pull it right in your front yards. I'm gonna go right to Daniel B's. Where's Daniel B at? I've heard Daniel B's been asking for me. Maybe he'll come join us. I don't know. Is H streaming this morning? I don't know if H. No, it's Thursday. H shouldn't be streaming. Anyway, let's get it. Let's finish up with this inflation and get caught up on everything. But yeah, any questions you guys want to ask me, because it has been a long time, feel free to. You know, I'm an open book. Well, yeah, I am streaming on YouTube though at the same time right now for this stream, my first stream being back. But I am going to be mainly on Twitch from now on, because the last stream I did on YouTube, the one where I covered the federal rate hike live from the Federal Reserve website, they hit me with a copyright strike on YouTube. So I don't know why, especially because I live streamed it directly from the Federal Reserve website. But we know if you've been following me that the SEC and everybody doesn't like me too much. Well, the SEC, some of them like me. Mwah, kisses. Okay, anyway. Well, gosh, we have nothing. Ooh, pound and UK bonds jump on reports government weighing further U-turns on budget. Yeah. What's a U-turn? That's a course reversal. That's UK talking about a course reversal. Remember I said October. If you guys remember a few months ago, I was saying October was going to be a real interesting month. And I'm expecting the Feds to start to reverse course. Let me get out of here. Real quick, though, let's pop. We'll get into all the economics. There's clearly a lot that I need to catch everybody up on. But let's see if there's any trades out here. I don't have any funds in here to trade right at the moment, but I do plan on starting to trade now that we're getting down to these lows towards this 10,000 area that I was waiting on. That's really what I've been waiting on, to start trading in the stock market again, because I didn't want to trade on this massive downtrend. Oh, I need to make you a mod on Twitch? Okay. Let me see how I can do that real quick. Probably not too hard. I don't know how to do that on Twitch. We'll have to figure that out. We'll figure it out here in a minute. Oh, that's what I was trying to do. I'm trying to change these extra bars on the side of the chart here. Gosh, this NASDAQ. Let me go into an hour chart here. Yeah, 20-day, 1 hour. Yeah, that's nasty. That is nasty looking. Let's see, I think that's let me go on a 3-year. Oh yeah, so oh my gosh. Oh, this is so horrifying looking. Guys, what is this pattern? It's been a while, but what is this pattern on the NASDAQ? I'm going to draw it out. What is this pattern? I'm going to wait. I ain't even going to say it. Goodness. Looking at that, 10,000 might not even hold. Let's see, with that crashing, yeah, cryptos are pulling back, gold pulling back, silver pulling back, oil pulling back, but oil's still over 86. Like I said, inflation goes up, oil's prices will continue to go up too. There's no reason why they won't. Looks like coal is actually up. Coal is up a little bit. Coal breaking out of its little channel. Coal stocks may be something to keep an eye on. You can see here on the daily, coal's been in this downtrend and finally broke up out of it, this downtrending channel. And now it's pretty bullish looking. Oh boy, that was an ugly trend line. Let's draw it a little bit more accurate. There we go. And actually, nobody called that pattern yet on the NASDAQ? What is this pattern? Come on. Y'all know what this pattern is. What's that look like? Let me spread this up higher. There we go. I'm gonna draw some more. Maybe. If my pen will let me draw. Oh, here we go. Here's my trend line. Does that make it a little clearer? Let me move that line for you. Knees, toes, knees and toes. That's right. It's the head and shoulders. The old mountaintop. It's definitely a mountaintop. This is let me go to back to TradingView, and we can see how much of a mountaintop this really is. You know, like I've been saying all year, well, more than all year, we're way up here. So this mountaintop is quite the mountaintop. This is quite the head and shoulders pattern, and we don't have any support. Like, I'm thinking 10,000 will hold because it's a natural number, and at that point, that's when I think the Feds are going to have to reverse course, because if they don't reverse course at 10,000 and they don't start, or at least even if they got to reverse course. They can't keep raising interest rates. It's not doing anything. But yeah, we have a long ways to fall. The next area will be right here at this 7,700 on the NQ. And then if that did not hold, we're looking at maybe 6.5, but 5,000, the previous high back at the beginning or at the end of the .com bubble, that is where I'm aiming for, because we got that old resistance there, and then it was resistance right through here and some support before that breakout. So that's where I'm looking. That is my ultimate aim for the NASDAQ, is 5,000. If they do not reverse course at 10,000, we will see. I think they're going to have to reverse course. Seeing the CPI. As a matter of fact, while we're talking about the CPI so much, let's pull up the actual CPI. I gotta find it. Where is it at? I think it's in my stock market tools. Yeah, here we go. Oh, no, it's not. Where's my CPI, my real CPI at? I just had this up the other day. Yeah. Where did it go? Anyway, I'll try to find it in a second. Yeah, oh, for sure. Let's see. What'd you say, Lauren? No, you need to start socializing with people other than your 3-year-old. 1% rate hike. You pray I'm wrong. Fed isn't doing anything. It's just the WEF, the World Econ Forum, calling the shots. Yeah, I mean, that is what it is. That's the thing. They may crash this market all the way down to 5,000. It's really hard to tell. But, yeah, the NASDAQ not looking good whatsoever. This is it's not looked good all year, but this is obviously clearly looking worse. We just made this new lower low today. So, we like to see higher lows. This was a higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Now we've seen lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, and an even lower low. So this is just pure bearish momentum downwards. And because that CPI, that's, had the pullback, Fed said we need to control inflation. The WEF said, hold my beer. Nice. All right, let's see if we can find some things to trade here. Some possible good plays. Let me get back into some regular charts here for day trading, not so much analysis. Okay, so we've got CNTI. This is 43 million in shares. Looks, so you got a little uptrend. That's the uptrend. I don't know about that play today. On the daily, we've got the 10-day above it where it's double topped at yesterday and today so far. And then it's got the 200 at $4. So, I mean, like, maybe it could get a pop to $4, but a lot of resistance there. Let me just run down this list real quick. CFVI. That one actually has... This one's been... I haven't changed this list since the last time I had streamed, so that's been a while. But CVI, or CFVI, just nice uptrend above all EMAs. Well, at the moment below the 10-day, but above the 200 and the 50-day, making this new uptrend. So that's one to keep an eye on. HUSA is an oil stock, so of course, although, let me redraw this trend line. This is looking like a big fat triangle. Big wedge pattern. 200 is the bottom of this triangle. You see the resistance, the downtrend there. If oil can pop back up, HUSA may be getting ready to move again, which means that's probably be the same with MARPs. I did see Tops had a nasty run, and if you remember, last time I streamed, last couple of times, I was saying shipper companies could get hot around this time. And sure enough, Top Ships is ripped to the sky. Man, what a run that was. Oh, did anybody catch this? Did H trade this? I hope H traded this. I hope somebody traded this. Good Lord, what a rip. When did that happen? Let's see, that was Tuesday, so that was last week. It's been coming down since then. This is why I say the shippers are not really great swings. Ooh, but you look on this hour chart, in the end of this triangle, we have an inverse head and shoulders. There's your shoulder, or your head, shoulder, another shoulder starting to form. So Tops could start getting some action again. If Tops is ripped, let me check some of these other shippers. Now I've got the whole shipper watch list here. Yeah, NAT. Ooh, NAT is, look at that beautiful trend line coming down off of the trend line. Nice little bounce. That did have a rip as well last week over a couple of days. But coming back down, I like where that's sitting at. You got support all the way across here. You got the uptrend support. You got the 200-day sitting there. And it actually double bottomed off the 200. There's a bottom. There's a bottom. Ooh, look at that. That double bottom looks nice. Now it's got to break it needs to break this 280 area, this previous resistance right across the tops of all these candles where it's been smacking into. But that's a nice double bottom. It breaks that 280. It could start moving again. And possibly today. Shippers might warm back up today. Yep, GLBS had that same spike last week. So shippers, CTRM, another one. Or no, that's P8, whatever. PSHG. CTRM, that one's looking a little sketchy. PXS, doesn't look good today, but did get a little pop last week as well. It's popped out of this overall wedge and over these previous highs back here. Did it make that new high? Yeah, it did, and it made a new high over the high in March. So it's actually pretty bullish. Yeah, 200 days down here where the downtrend or the uptrend is. You got that previous resistance holding as some support, bounced off of there a couple of times. Got a triangle pattern forming right here on PXS. So yeah, shippers definitely wants to keep on watch, especially this time of year. We got APDN going nuts already today. Beautiful U-shape on this daily though. Beautiful U-shape right into that 200 day. Looks like it's trying to break 3. Let me go on to, oops, that's the wrong chart. It's actually going to a 5-day, 15 minutes, so I'm not getting confused. Yeah, there's your uptrend. Opened up, bounced off the uptrend from 250. Nice support hold, testing $3. I would say break of $3, we might could see this start going. Up 5%. Now I may have to pull back to that trend line, we'll see. DWAC, and that have a random pop. Not really doing much after that random pop. INMD, they had some earnings. 200 days above it, all the way up at 36. Don't really like what I'm seeing there. Okay. Tetsu, that had to be a reverse stock split. Yeah, 1 for 50 reverse stock split, so nothing really going on there. Oh, let me put, what was that? SNTI, I forgot to put that on my watch list. Yeah, let's throw it up on the watch list. That one I didn't like. NEOV, that doesn't look good. SNTI, is that the, yeah, SNTI we can throw up there. There was one more I just looked at on this list. Oh, APD, and that's the other one. That test of 3, it's going to be serious. That's not looking good. Check the low float lace. Was this? They executed their first clean tech handheld laser blasting system for Coca-Cola. So, you know, this is a penny stock that is working with Coca-Cola, it looks like. Oh, this is a new IPO. This just came out in October. But, oh, I see what's wrong. Why I don't have my pre-market on here. On my bottom chart like I'm supposed to. Where's it at? I don't remember. Let's see. Extend order. No, that's not it. Where did it go? Oh, no, that's futures. That is what I'm looking for. Equities. Huh. Was it not showing that on my... Okay, there it is. Now it's showing. Okay. It's just not showing on the daily because of that. I don't know about Lace. That doesn't look too good. IMUX. Ooh, IMUX. Beautiful U-shaped breakout happening right now above all EMAs. Break at $10. This could start moving. Only 30 million shares. Needs to back test $10 and hold. But this is a beautiful U-shape in the $10. Let's see. Let's see, you said... Andre, how's it going? You said, what's the deal with Lace? I don't like Lace. I was just looking at it, up 40%. Just ran big in pre-market. It's actually been running the last few days, but it's so far off of this trend line, making a little bit of a bull flag. I don't want to say a bull flag. It's making a bit of a triangle. Not the most prettiest triangle, but I don't know. Again, it popped because it's a small penny stock company, a new IPO, but they're working with a big company like Coca-Cola. Whether that momentum will continue or not, we'll see. Because it's just sideways. Ooh, if it starts to make a lower low here, then that's going to be done. Lori Lee, you said Rev. Ooh, boy. Oh, it's Revlon. Why is Revlon ripping? Oh, there's some options alerts, some earnings. This thing's been going straight up since it opened today. I maybe like a back test of $5. You know, if see it come back down, test 5 again as support, and if 5 could hold up, could be a possible play there. SNTI starting to go. Nice bounce, still bouncing. Look at that. It broke over that little candle there that was looking like a double top. Testing the 200 now. $4 is the 200. If it can hold $4 as new support, that's going to go. It'll have room probably, looks like 475, 450 might slow it down. So we got a couple of plays. So let me get these this watch list cleared out here. Ooh, I'm dying. Coinbase, drop down in Coinbase there. NIO, it's electric car maker. They're still dropping. That one's garbage. Garbage. Okay, that one I'm going to keep on watch. BTCS course is still dropping. Crypto's dropping. Varoof actually has come back down quite a bit. I'm going to take it off the watch list. GCT looks like trash. PXS is our shipper. That's got that triangle. CTRM I'll take off. Let's see. Rev. Yeah, Revlon's still pushing. It is starting to run in that 50-day at 570. So it's going, ooh, actually that's a lot of resistance at that 570 area. You draw that line right back there, you can see where it's smashing right into it, as well as the 50-day. So that's going to have to break 575 to continue, but more than likely it's going to have a back test. SNCI still getting rejected at 4. Got a hold. APDN still hanging out right below 3, testing. Oh, let's see. You said MMAT. Why is CFVI? Is that my internet not working? Where did MMAT go? MMAT. So we got about what? 30? Ooh, a lot of shares. 361 million shares. Small cap tech stock up 57%. This is not looking very good at the moment. It looked nice earlier when you had this uptrend, and then this morning with that gap up, but it looks like it wants to come back down. $1.10 would be first support that needs to hold, and then $1 at the trend line. But yeah, there's nothing there yet that I see. Not quite yet. SNTI getting rejected off that 4, so what's the NASDAQ doing? Is it still dropping? NASDAQ starting a little uptrend on the day. A little uptrend after this nasty, massive dip. Because what was this dip? This is a 15-minute candle from 10,930 all the way down. Woof! A $400-something drop on the NASDAQ in 15 minutes. Oh my goodness. That is horrifying. MAC could potentially be a play at some point. APDN though, this U shape on the daily, and it's holding over the 200. 200's at 260. APDN only has the 12.8 million shares. We got some support yesterday. Now that was previous resistance at 280. We confirmed that pretty much. There goes the test of 3. Here it goes. Let's see if it starts really ripping here. Starting to break that 200 day strong. There's going to be some resistance at 325. It's not moving as fast as I'd like to see it yet. I'm still kind of testing. Let me open up my level 2 in time and sales here so we can see what's happening. Yeah, we got some orders starting to stack above 3. See back test of 3 there. See if it can hold a support. Yep, buyers coming in, holding up that $3 so far. We continue to see 3 hold here for 30 seconds to a minute. We're going to start to see this probably move back up. Holding 3 so far still. 301, 302, 302 just stacked some bids up, back down to 3. We're going to lose it here. Looks like we may lose 3. Yep, we lost 3, so not ripping yet. Possible double top. It's got to get back over 3. Got to claim that $3 support. And still testing. We don't want to see this double top. We need to see this push up and make a new high over 305. Okay, there comes buyers back in, trying to take over 3 as support again. There they go again, stacking the bids. Stacking the bids. Let's see if 3's going to hold. There we go. Back up to 301. Looks like 3 may hold here. Well, are we going to get this push? Back testing 3 again. Not a lot of buyers sitting there. Buyers still not quite comfortable holding that 3 area. See SNTI ripping at right now too, starting to push through that 200 day. Broke that 4, shot up to 415, so we got 2 possible rippers at once. If APDN can hold 3, but if SNTI keeps ripping, that may take volume away. We did just break through the 200, 420. Look at this beautiful rip so far. 406 was the 200. We're wide open till about 450. Beautiful rip. Very nice. APDN still struggling with that 3. IMUX, this one with this little U shape, it's starting to break $10. We've got that uptrend there. That may start going as well. $10 is strong resistance, but it's holding that support. And that's 30 million in shares. SNTI up to 428. Beautiful rip. Just been ripping all day. Very nice upward momentum. Let's see if it can get through 425. APDN is still hanging out right below. On this 15 minute, we got 13 minutes left. It needs to push up for a new high. If not, it's going to pull back down to 280. Don't want to see this double top right here. Revlon having a pullback. Possible double top on Revlon at that resistance. SNTI just popped right through 425. 425 is trying to hold his new support. Like I said, up to 450 is where we got room to. There we go. 426. 425 is trying to test the support. Oh, gave up 425. So we got some resistance at 425 that's got to get through. APDN's looking more like a double top, so probably going to come back down on that 280. We're real close. We're real close. Unless 290 can hold. 290 is the last line of support to keep this upward momentum, and it is trying to hold at the moment. MAT's starting to get a little green back in it. It's still not close to that downtrend yet. Oh, it did reach down to about 113. And if I can re-break, and he really needs to break 125 for it to really start going. SNCI still holding right there in that 425 area. It's a good sign if it can continue to test. Just needs to break 425, and 425 needs to become new support. APDN pushing back up towards 3. Bounce off of that 290. Let's see if it gets back above 3 here or not. How's IMUX? IMUX getting rejected. It did get a pop up to 1034. Nice little new high. But is getting some rejection there. As long as it can hold 10. Well, it's starting to kind of give up 10 now. We'll see. It's got to hold 10 in support. Let me pull up my other scanners and see if there's anything else. Let's see. Let's check tops and see what it's looking like. Where did you go? Yeah, tops is still down. I like tops better for tomorrow. Yep, Revlon coming all the way back down to 525. SNTI back testing that 415. Can't hold the 420 area. APDN. I think APDN may get it here. We're seeing everything else starting to pull back, and APDN is coming up for another test of 3. This beautiful U shape on the daily chart down here. Ooh, look at those big orders. 70,000 order on the buy side. Now that could be a short. Trying to fill his position. But if buying comes in, it could push that short right back out of this and squeeze this up even more. Okay, here comes a retest of 10, or 3, not 10. See all that resistance? They're starting to get taken out. Can we get back over that? Chop, 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 chop through that 3. Still another rejection there. A lot of selling pressure. There's that big order, that 70,000 on the bid side. We don't know if that's a buyer. Well, we know it's a buyer. But we don't know if it's a shorter. It's holding up. Yeah, nice. New buyers coming in, pushing up off of that level. That 70,000 share order is holding so far. Chop through them 3s. It's getting a lot of 3s. There we go. Back over 3. And if we re-break 305 here, another rejection at 3. It is really fighting this area. But 305, we should see a nice triangle break out of this wedge. How much time we got left? We got 8 minutes on this candle, 7 minutes on this candle. See some more big selling at 3,200. That'd be actually 20,000 shares. We just took them out. We're back on top of 3. Let's see here. Look at this. Got increasing buying volume on this candle. We just need another increase in buying volume, and this thing is off. Let's check. See, SNCI, that pulled back all the way to 4. Ooh, APDN, that candle just started to go green. That was close. I think we're going to see it here in the next 2 minutes. Husa's still climbing up. Look at this beautiful uptrend in that big wedge on the daily chart, but Husa is bouncing. Woo. Husa's getting a little bit of action. Oil must be popping back up. All right, let's see here, APDN. Are you going to get it? You're going to get it? We're back over 3. Can this candle turn green? A little quiet down there in volume for a second. Starting to give up $3 support again. Let's see. Okay, recovered 3 again. Got 5 minutes on this candle. And we'll talk about some more inflation and what's going on with the economy here shortly. I just want to see if this is going to rip or not. Husa up to 381. Husa's now up 7.5% on the day. Oh, there we go. Nice buying pressure just came in there. Pushing his... still can't hold this 3. Boy, there's a lot of fighting going on. Let me see the NQ real quick. Must be a lot of fighting happening down there. Yeah, so the NQ is fighting the tops of these 2 previous candles at 10.7. So that's what's making everything else fight at the moment. Traders are skittish because they don't know if this rebound is going to continue. That does look kind of short-term bullish on the chart, but... oh, there goes APD. Of course, I go away from APD and it starts ripping. There it goes, up to 310, 311. How much more are you going to get? Got room to 350. Well, actually, 325 may be a little resistance. 325 to 350. Revlon... still hard to tell. I'd want to see this next candle where it opens at. S&T still holding above 4. Got that new high looking good on APD in here. MMAT still coming back down to that trend line more than likely. Hey guys, give me a second. I'm going to take a quick little break here as we are coming up on that hour mark. APDN still pushing, very nice. If you got this off of that 3 area or below that 3 area looking for that break. I mean, this is just a beautiful U-shape though. You know, beautiful U-shape on the daily. So that, you know, that's more than likely that's always a good probability to see some type of pop off of. Yeah, very nice. All right, I'll be right back, guys. Give me just a few minutes. Nice. So APDN all the way up to 320, making a new high. Let's see where everything else is at. Yeah, ooh, Rev actually cracked the trend line. So move that trend line, $5 though. And that's what I was saying. All this previous resistance back through here. I mean, this was support through here, resistance through here. Scroll all the way back, resistance back here. Actually, there's a little bit of support there, not resistance. But yeah, that's why Rev got rejected so hard. Unless they came out with the earnings and they were bad. S&CI still trying to hold that 4. APDN starting to curl over a little bit. Double top rejection off of 320. There's still a lot of time on this candle though. We'll have to see how this candle closes. But anyway, how's everybody been doing? I've not seen you in the crypto space. Ooh, IMUX gave up 10, but has pushed back above 10 again. It's trying. The problem is, on this daily chart, it's so high up already. Right, it's already spiked from, you know, $5 all the way up to $10 in, what is that, 2-3 days? Yeah, 3 days on that trend line. So this $10 area, it's pretty extended. We'll see if it can try to break that, but it's really struggling there. Alright, so let's take a look at all the markets. Please stream also on YouTube. I mean, I'll continue to try, but I don't really want to get my channel demonetized on YouTube or kicked off YouTube. And I'm making a lot of noise in the crypto space, a lot, especially about regulations and our, well, you guys know, if you've been following me, you know, I give our government the utmost hell as I possibly can. So I don't know, like YouTube, they're a-holes. Look at this. We're starting to reclaim 10 here. Ooh, starting to rip on IMUX a little bit. Looking pretty decent there so far off of that bounce. How's APDN doing? Still holding 3. The question is, even if IMUX rips or starts really going here, let's see, 1015, what's that previous spike? 1060. There's just a lot of congestion right through here previously. Now, this is a big double bottom on this daily chart. But again, the spike is already a huge spike. We'll see. Hustle's still climbing right up that trend line. What's this big? Oh, that's why that big space is there. I was wondering. Anything new popping up? How's Lay's doing? Yeah, Lay's looks like it's done. Oh, yeah, that gap up was. Yeah, it looks like it needs to come all the way back down to the trend line. I don't know. S&TI. That looks like that may start to push some more. Gold with a little double bottom off of 1650. 1650 strong support for gold. Yeah, NASDAQ looking very close to popping this wedge. Possibly moving back up. Rev bouncing off of $5, up 5.15. SNCI. This looks like it may have a nice pop. Especially with APD and quieted and down now. MAT bouncing off of the trend line right now. Came down to the trend line. We'll see if that can. It needs to break this downtrend. So that would be, it needs to re-break 110. I'd say 115, and then that could start going again, but sketchy at the moment because it is testing the trend line. Let's keep an eye on SNCI real quick. Let's see, what is this ape? I don't like the daily chart on ape, but it does have an uptrend. Well, let's see, what is the shares? Doesn't say the shares. I don't know about that. Says something to do with A. Okay. So it's a subsidiary of AMC, it looks like. AMC stock sinks to pre-meme stock levels. Yeah, no surprise there. Not sure. You know, hopefully a lot of people weren't holding that, believing that the meme stock hype was going to continue, especially in a nasty crashing market. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. Happy to see you too and everybody else. I didn't want to take as long as a break as I did from the Framework Fortune channels, and I know there's a ton of comments from the past 2 months that I got to get to. But yeah, the Framework Fortune Community Project, DLA DAO, has just been just, it's really amazing what we're doing there. Really incredible. Rev's still struggling on that area, that $5 area, but looks like SNCI got 5 minutes, 6 minutes on this candle to close, but looking like it really is trying to push here. 430 was the top of this candle. MAT still holding that triangle, or not triangle, that trend line. Oh, that ape is pushing. That's running right into this previous resistance, the two bottoms of these candles. So at 175 is some resistance, got some bids stacking up there. If it does pop, it maybe has room up to 2, maybe 220. But I don't know about ape. I don't know about that. About to get a test of 425 right now on SNCI. $424 almost got taken out. Just need to see some more nice buying volume too. Now I'm looking at that right there. Buyers trying to hold up 420 as support. That's a nice sign as long as 420 continues to hold. And you see 425 on this ask. Ooh, there we go. All the 424s just got taken out. We're seeing few 425. There we go. There we go. Bunch of those 425s got taken out. 425 starting to hold the bid. Beautiful. Beautiful up to 430. And that was, I think that's over that previous high. It is. So nice play. $4 off the support line up to 430 so far. 430 is trying to hold us some support, some big selling going on. So a little rejection off of that 430 area. Want to see 425 hold as new support. Nothing yet on there. APDN still looking okay. Hustle looking like it may be about to move again. Whoa. Okay. I thought my Thinkorswim froze up for a minute. Let's get 425 still holding on SNTI. In that may hold. NAT looking very nice off this bounce, off that double bottom. Got a bit of a triangle forming there. That just needs to basically it's gonna run into some resistance at 290 and 3, and 3 is where the bigger breakout could possibly come. SNTI holding 425, coming up for a retest of 430. Let's see if it can get it here. How's IMUX? IMUX still holding 10 so far. Even pushed up to 1010 for a second. Still struggling to hold 425. Okay, let's see. Look at that. Look at that. Oil right back up almost to 90 already. That sell-off was nothing on the NASDAQ. Oil shooting back up 88 already. Natural gas rises despite large storage increase. I don't know how many times I've got to yell at these damn Thinkorswim news articles, these people writing these articles about this. Doesn't matter how much natural gas that you have or oil, if inflation is going up, the prices are going to go up because it's all priced in US dollars. So that devalues the dollar with inflation. It is going to take more dollars to buy the stuff. This should not be a surprise. This is from Dow Jones. Anyway. SNCI still trying to hold. See, ooh, look at that pop right out of that triangle on the NQ straight up to 10.8, $100 pop. So NQ's trying to rebound. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Forget big layoffs. Job market strength to persist despite labor costs. What the fuck are you talking about? Let's see. The shift in power has tilted the workers as more than a 1 year Yeah, workers. How powerful do you feel right now paying all these taxes and high ass inflation and all these high ass gas and grocery prices? Jesus Christ. Okay, not everyone expects to see not everyone. Oh, good. Not everyone expects to see large-scale layoffs wash over America, even as recession fears lurk and labor costs emerge as a top concern for companies in the third earnings season. What happened? What happened? Just earlier, the feds and all that were saying that we had strong labor market. This is not a strong labor market. Just because not everyone expects to see large-scale layoffs doesn't mean that that's a good thing. Like, come on. While the days of blockbuster post-pandemic earnings might be over, arguments in favor of businesses clinging to employees has also... Yet they're clinging to employees because they can't get any. That's a problem. It's not a good thing. Given the continued tight labor market and the struggle in recent years... Well, they said exactly what I said right after I said it. Okay. Oh, wow. Everything. Oh, this is bad. Let's see. How Taiwan sidestepped a 68... Oh, my God. Okay. An accounting move will help Taiwan insurers avoid a quick rush to the exits. As the U.S. dollar surges in value... Yeah, well, no. The U.S. dollar is not surging in value. We have inflation. It is going up on the charts because people have been pouring out of all the markets because they're scared to death. Look at that. IMUX all the way up to 1050 while I was talking. Nice rip so far on that. If it breaks 1050, that could go. Ape still pushing, broke over that resistance. Pretty much everything now with the NASDAQ popping up is starting to pop. Yeah, Rev trying to hold $5, looking better. SNTI, and still hard to say at the moment. Like a little bit more time for that candle to close. NAT still climbing. Possible break up out of this triangle. Just got to make a new high over at 286. APRN. That's apron. That's started forming a little triangle here. Nice little U shape, actually. IMUX testing 1050 now. Let's see if this thing rips up to 11 or not. What's up, Sicilian? Wait, you said you were in here earlier. Did you say you were in here earlier on Twitch? Yeah, you okay. Freaking me out, man. You pulled Danny B switching accounts. Let's see. Is it going to get this 1050 break? Struggling. So now that the NASDAQ had that little rebound up, we should also more than likely see crypto starting to pop back up a little bit. Let's see. Let me get off the monthly chart so we can see the daily here. Yeah, well, Adam has cracked that uptrend, so I need to take that out. Crypto market, most of the crypto is still holding pretty decently. Yeah, see, this is the natural gas chart when they're talking about propane. Natural gas has been bullish because it costs more US dollars. Let's actually look at the dollar. This is what they're saying. The dollar is soaring right here, right? The dollar is soaring. It is gaining so much value. But we look back on the full chart when we got there. The dollar has not even made a high yet over 2,000 highs. Am I reading that right? Yeah, 2,000 highs. We still have a downtrend. It's kind of hard to adjust this downtrend, but we'll go ahead and put it there because this is the previous line that I've been waiting for it to reject, that 115. So, if the dollar was strengthening, right, if the dollar was actually strengthening, then you could buy more with your dollars. But that's not the case. You can't buy more with your dollars. that is what the CPI is showing. The consumer price index is showing a higher, another rise in the index. So if everything is more expensive, it doesn't matter how much this dollar on paper is going up, because it's still costing more dollars to buy everything. So this is a false readout here. This is solely because all the markets have been crashing. The Nasdaq's been crashing. People have been going back into the dollar because that's the only way really to get out of the Nasdaq. And they've been coming out of crypto some too, coming out of gold and silver. They've been coming out of a lot of different places. So here was the previous head and shoulders I had drawn on the US dollar versus the Chinese digital yuan. I'm going to go ahead and take that off. And I was calling for this head and shoulders. It's gotten a little bit higher than I expected, but my head and shoulders is kind of starting right here. So if the dollar does not get over this head, which it's having trouble right now, against the digital yuan, then the dollar could come back all the way down to this trend line, right? That would be a perfect head and shoulders, which means that the US dollar would lose all of that power to the digital yuan, spiking the digital yuan up. Or digital yuan, I guess I should say. So I'm still thinking we're going to see that, because the dollar is not strengthening. It may be strengthening on paper, but in reality, we know it's not strengthening. We can tell. Still testing 1050 on IMUX. The A with a little pullback. Hussa still looking pretty nice. If oil can keep running. Oil almost up to 89. Well, it did hit 89. So oil plays. Actually, let me see what MARPS is doing. MARP's not doing anything at the moment, still volumeless. And let's check INDO. Whoops, INDO was the last big oil type of ripper, but it hadn't done much in a while. Oh, yep, INDO coming up. Same as Hussa. Got a lot of lines here. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, the most concerning thing, looking at all the markets, is the real estate market. The real estate market has been crashing. And this is another thing. Money's been coming out of the real estate market. Well, I don't say money, but US dollar has been coming out of the real estate market as well. So that's another reason why the US dollar is false strengthening. But you can see the uptrend on the monthly here that the real estate market's been in. This was the COVID crash before they started doing QE. And then when they started doing the printing, you can see where it got pushed right back up on this wick. Now we are back down. We broke this downtrend, the uptrend, and we're back down in these areas. So, whoo, boy. And then you can just look at the selling pressure that's been on here. Yeah, real estate market not looking very good, which does directly correlate with the Nasdaq. Even with the Nasdaq bouncing up so far today, it's still under the uptrend as well. There's our, I believe this is the inflation. Let me make sure. See, yeah, this is the inflation rate year over year. You can see here where we had that little pullback that they were talking about in June, but on the 10-day moving average, we're still holding above it on inflation. Let's see, how's Brazil? This is US. Ooh. This is the US dollar versus Brazil's real. And I'm bullish on Brazil because they've been buying up lots of gold. But you can see where the US dollar is meeting a lot of resistance at this downtrend against the Brazilian dollar. And why this is so significant is because they're buying that gold. I gotta find, let's see, what is that? That's the Brazilian, oh, look at the Brazilian NASDAQ. Look at the difference between this, the Brazilian stock market, and the NASDAQ, the US stock market. Even the Brazilian stock market looks better. It's uptrending. It's in this nice wedge pattern. The all-time highs, it's only $200 away from. And then let me see if I can find their gold. Oh, that's the Chinese stock market. So that's been crashing. You see, of course, U.S. dollar blowing the Japanese yen out of the water. Look at this, though. Look at this. After all the damage to the Russian economy, the Russian ruble it's actually starting to kind of perform better than the dollar against the dollar. You can see where the dollar had that. Oh no, this is the Russian side. So Russia, oh okay, I was reading it backwards. What? What's this Benny guy talking about? I can't see. What you said there? Now mooning low price. Somebody get that spam out of here. What you putting your wallet address in here? Ain't nobody gonna send you no cryptos. I'll send you some tacos. I got some tacos. Some taco token I got a long time ago. You want some taco tokens? They ain't worth anything. Anyway. Yeah, so actually, back to that Russian ruble, it had rebounded pretty hard against the dollar after all of the sanctions, and now it's just kind of going sideways. Ooh, look at that rip on IMUX. There it comes. Beautiful. All the way up to 1080. Did anybody get any of IMUX? Nice rip through $10. Almost a whole dollar rip there. Rev bouncing off that $5 pretty nice up to $5.30. APDN coming back down. Just had that little pop. Still trying to hold that $3 area, but I don't like this curl. You know, it's like a reverse U shape. So we need to see it come. We need to see it start to bounce back up again. Okay, SNCI just got nailed at that resistance. Yeah, that was at 200 day. So could not hold that 200 day. So giving it up is probably done for a while. IMUX looks like it may just be the MMAT is also back over 110. Look at that open on this candle. If this candle starts going green, we're going to see us test 11. And you can see where it's fighting. It's going red to green, red to green. We're testing 1075 as resistance. Starting to go green. Let's see. We're going to see 1075 on this ask. A lot of selling pressure. Of course, that's no surprise. Traders who got in here earlier, you know, off the bounce of this trend line at 920, 950. You know, this runs up to 1080. They're going to lock out profit. That's $1.30. So we're definitely getting some selling pressure here. Not really a double top. Starting to push. Nope. Starting to give up the 1060 area. So they may have to pull back all the way down to 1050 for a test at 1050 support. Ooh, AMAT actually not looking too bad. It broke that downtrend. And now it's had 2 candles that's confirmed the uptrend. Possible third candle here confirming the uptrend. If that can hold, and it can hold, really needs to get up to that 115. You can see where it got rejected at 115 on this candle. So we need to see that have some strength there. If not, well, this looks like it's starting to test 1015. Or not 1015, 115. Yeah, that would be, if that candle can close above 115, that would be a pretty decent sign. We may see a nice little push back up. So Rev, you can actually redraw the trend line somewhat. No, not really. It's not really connected there. Yeah, basically that $5 is what the support is. IMUX did come back down, test 1050, bouncing off of it so far. Nice sign there. Now we do have an uptrend we can draw on APDN here for the short term. We still have the long term uptrend. But if it ends up holding $3 here, it's, came down, tested 288. It's retesting 3. If it ends up trying to hold 3, I can see that move some more. Couple of different plays with possibilities still. NASDAQ shot all the way up to 11,000. Tested that. Fed's benchmark interest rate may peak above 5% after. Yeah, we'll see. If the Feds keep on raising rates, it's just going to keep crashing things. So I don't know how long they can keep doing that. Because it's not helping with inflation. Oh, IMUX bounced all the way back up to 1075. Looks like this thing may get ready to rip here again. Off of that back test of 1050. 1075 is holding the bid so far. Let's see if new buyers come in here. Oh, looking pretty decent here. 1080. A little selling pressure there. There it is. New high of day. 1085. Struggling still around that area. Oh no, here it goes. I was going to say, it shouldn't be struggling at 1085 for very much longer. Yeah, there we go. Get on up to 11. There's no reason why you shouldn't get up to 11 here. Yeah. All right, there, 1090. 1093. As long as 1090 starts to hold as some support here on the level 2, then we ought to see 11 start to pop up on this ask here shortly. SNCI still really kind of giving it up. APND, yeah, if IMUX really starts ripping, if it breaks 11 and starts ripping like dollars or something, then everything else may quiet down here in the penny stock world. What is going on here with my stuff? Oh, here we go. Yep, there was the test of 11. First test, got a little wick over 11 to 1102. We're gonna have to test it a couple of times. I think. I don't think we'll just blow right through 11. Need to see 1090 hold as support. And let's see here. You can see 1090 acting as resistance. Still some sellers. $11.90 starting to lose support. Do we have some at $11.85? We got 8 minutes on this candle left to close. It's taking its time, slowing down a little bit. I'm sure because the NASDAQ is slowing down a little bit. Yeah, 11,000 is still struggling to fight 11,000, $30 away from there. Close. Alright, IMUX did try to get back up. There it goes. Okay, so 1090 starting to stack the bids. See if they can hold. Got 2,000 shares there holding at the moment. 1090 gave up again. Still, even below 1090, there's buyers coming in. Yeah, we're right back above it. Looks like we may get another test of 11 here in just a second. Very close. Yep, there comes a test of 11, starting to push through it a little bit, hitting a new high of 11.4. Need to see 11 stack the bids. Hold as new support. We'll see it stack. There we go. 11 starting to stack. 11 stacking. Can we get some 1101s? Nice stacking. 1102s, 1105. Here we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Up to 11.9. That's a new high a day again. And let's see if it can pop this 1110 area and start going. Buyers looking comfortable coming in over 11 now. A lot of selling at 1110, no surprise there. Now this is a good short squeeze possibility because how high it already ripped. Shorters trying to come in, you know, if buyers continue to push these shorters out, then they got to cover, and that could lead to an interesting pop. Very nice. Up to 11.15. I actually hit a new high, 11.17. This has been a beautiful run since... well, it's been a beautiful run since it bounced off the trend line, but that break of $10, very nice. $10 or $1.20 so far. Rip off of that $10 area. Looks like it's going to try to fight its way to 11.25, possibly 11.15, starting to hold as new support. Little selling at 11.20. They all just got taken out. 11.20 on the bids. See at 11.25 start popping up. Got up to 11.23. How far can this thing go? 11.50 is going to be some major resistance, and then right through here, $12 is really strong. We may see it try to get to that $12 area, but I don't know if it'll break that $12 area, especially the way it's like struggling every 25 cents now.